Hello and Jai Hind student. In the last class we discussed the formation of company. In that we discussed the promotion stage. This one. Okay, a lot of work we have done it, and I hope that you copied each and everything and it is clear to you. Still you have any problem with that, you can ask. What thing you have to remember? Each and every step, like function of promoter. So what is the functions of promoter? That you have to clear it. And like what is the meaning of technical feasibility, financial feasibility, economic feasibility, what is name approval? When you are writing down name approval, Name Act 1950, that should you have to mention. Okay, that all. What is the memorandum of association? What is article of association? That already we discussed. Memorandum of association and article of association. We discussed also that how the registration stage will be fulfilled. What is the steps to file the registration of the company? And now we will go for the third stage. And this stage is basically for the public company. And why for the public company, beta? Very simple. What I told you in the last class, that in private company, public cannot invest the money. And public company, public can invest the money. So what is there? In private company, in private company, the person, general public cannot invest money. Okay? But in public company, public can invest money. This is the basic difference between private company and public company. So when public is investing the money in any company, this is necessary to protect the rights of public. The investors who are investing in any public company, the rights of that investors need to be protected. Acha, why so? Simple. So in private company, suppose 10 members are there. So all 10 will take actively part in each and every decision. They are knowing what thing is going on and actually they are handling the business. But in public company, like suppose Alliance is there. So many shareholders are there all over India, and it is not quite possible that each and everyone will attend the general meeting. So how the rights of them will be protected? What is the procedure of demanding the money, issuing the shares, issuing the debentures? What things are there? That will be actually discussed in the third stage of capital subscription. And why it is so? So let's start the class. So my dear student, number third is what? Capital subscription stage. This particular stage is all about what? देखो, public company need fund. Public company what? Need fund. And when public company need fund, what thing is actually there? That public company need fund and they demand the money basically from where? Basically money demanded from public. So for doing the same, how they can demand the money from public? What things they have to what thing they have to be aware, what procedure they have to follow, all things are discussed in the capital subscription stage. So like the previous one, we will discuss each and every point in detail by knowing each and every word in detail. The first one is SEBI. Up sir, what is SEBI? Seb, apple, female version, SEBI? No, not like that. SEBI is what? SEBI is Security Exchange Board of India. Okay. So SEBI is what? SEBI is Security Exchange Board of India. And what is the role of this? That SEBI regulate the capital market. Ab what is the meaning of sir capital market? Acha, one homework I am giving you. That when SEBI established, and what is the function of SEBI? You just write down in your copy. Okay. And third, although I told you the SEBI full form, again I'm telling you, Security Exchange Board of India. So that is the SEBI. So third one, that SEBI full form. This 3 point you have to write down in your copy. Take the help of internet, okay? And if you not find out that, if you have any problem, contact us. So SEBI regulate capital market. A capital market is what? Capital market is a place where securities are purchased and sell. Who want to purchase the security? The person can purchase from capital market. And who want to sell their security? They also can sell the securities in the capital market. So capital market is a place where buyers and sellers of securities meet together. And SEBI regulate that. SEBI regulate means that SEBI is controlling that any manipulation, any fraud not happen in the capital market. Okay. So how the company can follow the capital subscription? First, company have to take the approval. Approval from where? Approval from SEBI to issue the securities. If SEBI had not approved any company to issue the securities, company cannot follow the capital subscription stage. Company cannot turn into public company. So beta, the first step is what? The first step of capital subscription, remember this, that you have to take the approval from SEBI to issue the securities. In that, two words are there: SEBI, Security Exchange Board of India, and Security Exchange Board of India is actually regulating the capital market. And what is the capital market? Where the securities are purchased and sell. Okay. So we will go for second step. Second one is what? Filling the prospectus. So first we understand the meaning of prospectus. What is the meaning of prospectus? So prospectus is a document in which all the past information, all the present performance, and what is the future goal of company, that all is mentioned. Like when you purchase a school prospectus, when you go for college, any prospectus, you will get it. What is the result of past years? What is the present performance? What they are doing in present? What is the future goal? Similarly, in company also, prospectus is there, in which they give all the information about company. And at the same time, they are appealing to you. They are inviting the offers from the public to purchase the share and debentures or make deposit in the company. So when SEBI approved you, okay, you can issue the securities, then they are inviting the offers from the general public that if you are interested, then you can purchase our share or debenture, or you can make deposit in our company. So by doing this, they are actually inviting the funds. Okay. So our third step is what? Appointment of bankers, brokers and underwriters. Once we invite the offers, then definitely whosoever is interested, they will give the money to us. They will give the application money to us. And who will receive that amount? Because company cannot directly involve for receiving the money from general public one to one. So they appoint the bankers. They appoint the bankers. Like you can purchase our share from ICICI Bank. So by depositing the money in ICICI Bank, you can purchase our securities. Getting my point? So for receiving the application money, the bankers appoint. Who is brokers? The brokers who influence you for purchasing anything. And brokers are in every area, whether it is land, whether it is building, whether it is anything. So in the share also it is there. Shares are actually encouraging the public for applying in a particular company share. And underwriters are what? underwriters are in the simple language you understand that underwriters are basically working on commission basis. That if I will sell out your this much share, I will get this much commission. I will take this much commission. So they are actually buying the share if these are not subscribed by the public. They purchase that shares. Okay, like suppose 100 shares left and that 100 shares are not purchased by any general public. So underwriters will purchase that. So bankers are receiving the money, brokers are encouraging the public for investing, and underwriters are purchasing the share if the shares are not subscribed by the general public. So company are appointing this person, and once the company will appoint this person, company will go for the fourth step. Now beta, one more thing is there, minimum subscription. What is a minimum subscription? Suppose company issued 100 shares. So for how many shares public invite the application, public accept the application? For how many shares public accept the application, public send the application money, that is considered as a minimum subscription. So what is minimum subscription? That how much shares are subscribed by general public. Again I am telling you, suppose company issued 100 shares, suppose. So out of 100 shares, how many shares are invited by again I am telling you that minimum subscription is what? Suppose company issued 100 shares. So how many shares are accepted and subscribed by the general public, and general public send the application money, that is considered as a subscription. What is SEBI guideline for the same? SEBI guideline for the same is that out of 100 share, minimum 90 share should be subscribed by general public. And if it is not there, then the company cannot make allotment, and company have to return the money to all the applicants within 30 days. So you understand this in a very easy term. Okay, what is that? Suppose Reliance is there. Reliance subscribed 10,000 share. Okay, acha. Now Reliance, when Reliance invite the shares to general public only purchase, you can say, only invested the money in 8,900 shares. Acha, as per SEBI guideline, it should be minimum how much? Minimum 90%. So Reliance cannot issue the shares, Reliance cannot allot the shares, and Reliance have to return the money of those shareholders of 8,900 who had already given the application money to the Reliance. So for minimum subscription, how much it should be? 90%. So what thing you have to remember in this particular step? Very simple. That minimum 90% should be subscribed by general public. And if not, then company have to return application money to all in 30 days. Okay beta? So you just write down this. So I hope now first, second and third and fourth topic is clear to you. First one is SEBI approval. Second one is what? Filling the prospectus. Prospectus contain all the information about the company, and with the help of prospectus, company invite the application for purchasing the shares, debenture or making deposit by the public. And when public issue the prospectus and company is receiving the application money, so before that company have to appoint a banker who will receive the application money of company. Company have to appoint the brokers also who increase the general public to purchase the share of particular company. And underwriters are those who buy the shares if these are not subscribed by the public. Fourth one is what? Minimum subscription. What is the minimum subscription? That if company issued the shares to general public, and if general public not subscribe minimum 90% of issued share, then company cannot allot the shares to anyone, and company have to return the money to those who had already sent the money to company. Okay. Now fifth point. Fifth point is application to stock exchange. Now you are knowing the stock exchange. Stock exchange is what? Stock exchange is a place where purchasing and selling of shares are taking place. Okay, and it is necessary for a public company to list their shares in the stock exchange. Okay, and who will apply that? Promoters. Who will apply that? Promoters. If a company failed to get such permission within 10 weeks from the date of closure of subscription, then the allotment shall become void. अब what is the meaning of sir? इसकी सर समझाओ, सिंपल सी बात समझो बेटा, very easy. That a general public send up application to you कि भाई I am interested to purchase your share. Okay, getting my point? But before that, a company have to register. A company have to what beta? Company have to register in stock exchange. Acha, like you had heard the word Bombay Stock Exchange, National Stock Exchange. Now one more homework. You will tell me tomorrow. I will ask how many stock exchanges are there in India. Okay, so two things I had given the homework: SEBI full form, SEBI establishment date, and function of SEBI. And fourth one is what? That how many stock exchanges are there in India? That you will tell to me. Okay, so when company get the minimum subscription, so before the closure of subscription, company have to register in stock exchange. Otherwise, if company allot the shares, that will be invalid. And company have to take the permission within 10 weeks from the date of closure of subscription. Okay, within 10 weeks of closure of subscription. Acha ji, any more point is there? No. So for you guys, I'm just making the whole picture in a summary. Okay, that all things you will clear it when you will follow this. What sir? For wait. देखो जी, capital. Why I'm defining capital subscription in detail? Because it is very important and it is a very little bit confusing theory. So I will make a picture to you, and according to that picture, you will get it all that. So capital subscription stage. First, you will go to SEBI, and SEBI will approve your application and give the right to issue the shares, debentures. Okay, this is the first one. Second one. Second one is what beta? Just a minute. Second, when you get the application, then you have to go for issue of prospectus. Okay, in that prospectus you are inviting the application from general public to purchase the share and debenture. Guys, I'm just writing down very slowly because you just go and write down the same in your copy. You don't need to write down all things from the book. These all are very important. You make it that, you remember this, you understand this. Okay. Now the third one. Go for third one. So beta, third one is what? After issuing the prospectus, we will go for which one? Tell me. Minimum. No. Okay. That will be what? Appointment of bankers, brokers, and underwriters. Tell. Appointment of bankers, brokers, and भाई कौन सा? Underwriters. अब appointment of bankers for what? For receiving application money. Brokers to influence and encourage the public for share. Okay. And underwriters, if the shares are not by general public, to subscribe the unrequested shares by general public, we have underwriters. Okay. Now the fourth one. Fourth one is all about what beta? The third one is this one, and fourth one is minimum subscription. Minimum subscription, you remember 2 points. 90% is minimum subscription that should be subscribed by general public, and if minimum subscription is not 90%, then company have to return the total money within 30 days. Okay, within 30 days. Okay. अच्छा जी, fifth point is what beta? हाँ, fifth point is application to stock exchange. अब application to stock exchange क्या है भाई? सिंपल सी बात समझो. Application to stock exchange means that you have to compulsory register your shares in any stock exchange. Okay beta. अब stock exchange is a place where the purchasing and selling of securities are taking place, and you have to, every company who is issuing the shares to general public have to register their shares in any of the stock exchange. There are so many stock exchange. I give the homework to you. How many stock exchange you have to find out. So there are so many stock exchange in India, and in any stock exchange the company have to register the share. And within how many weeks? Within 10 weeks from the date of closure of subscription date. ठीक है. अब suppose the closure of subscription date, minimum subscription you get it 90%, and for that a date is fixed. So you cross that date within 10 weeks from that date. If you not get permission from the stock exchange, then whatever share you allotted to general public, that will be invalid. Okay. So that thing the company have to follow. And the sixth one, when everything is good, then company will simply allot the share to general public. The 6 steps you have to follow. First, SEBI approval. Second, issue of prospectus. Third is appointment of banker, broker, underwriters. Fourth, minimum subscription. Fifth one is application to stock exchange. And sixth one is, once everything is there, allot the shares to general public for what they had applied. Okay, beta. Now come to the main point. And the last point is, once everything is settled, capital subscription stage is fulfilled, then you will get a commencement certificate. You have to fill the following document, that a declaration that you get it the 90% subscription. Okay? Okay, you get it the 90% of the issued amount has been subscribed. A declaration that all directors have paid in cash in respect of allotment of share made to them. A declaration that no money is payable to the applicants due to company failure to obtain permission to deal. We are knowing now, if minimum subscription is not there, so if minimum subscription is not there, then the particular amount you have to return to the particular public. Sometimes public is over applied. So when public over applied, you have to return the money of public. So that should be done, that all 3 declaration is there. And fourth one is a student declaration that above requirement have been completed and must be signed by director or secretary of the company. When you fill all that 4, then you will get the commencement of business certificate. And after getting this particular certificate, the public company can start the business. Okay, beta? Clear? The commencement of business certificate is all about that whatever requirement is there, whatever the legal requirement is there, that is already fulfilled. For that, you have to take the permission and you have to declare all the information. Getting my point? Chalo bhai. So our last topic is, just a minute. So beta, the last topic is, that is actually, you but just remember this one, okay? It is choice of form of business organization. Beta, what is the meaning of this? Very simple. There are so many forms of business organization. Sole proprietorship is there, partnership is there, and one more thing is there, joint Hindu family business is there, cooperative society is there, private company is there, public company is there, one person company is there. So which form of business organization is suitable to you? How it will be depend on which factors? We will discuss all the factors one by one. So number 1 is cost. Cost of setting the organization. Cost of setting the organization. Dekho beta, if cost of setting the organization is very much high, then we will go for company, because when so much funds are there, when huge fund is required, then we have to go for a big organization like company. But when cost of setting the organization is small, very less, then sole proprietorship is the best one. When it is little bit required, then we can go for partnership or joint Hindu family business. So cost is also deciding that which form of business organization have to start. Okay, second one. Our second one is liability. If you want that your liability will be limited, then you have to go for companies. If you want means if you can afford, if you can enjoy the unlimited liability, then you can go for sole proprietorship or you can go for partnership. Okay, So hence, from the point of view of liability, if limited liability is needed, then companies. And if unlimited liability is okay, no harm in that, then sole proprietorship or partnership is best. Getting my point? Hanji? Cost of setting the organization, low cost. Low cost, it will be what? Low cost sole proprietorship, partnership. Huge fund requirement, huge cost. So when it is huge cost is required, then we have to go for what? Companies. Okay. So on the basis of liability also we will decide that. Okay. For unlimited liability, and we will go for sole proprietorship or partnership, and if we want the liability will be limited, then we will go for company. Okay. Our third point is continuity. Now first you tell me that which form of business organization will affect by the death or retirement, by the entering or exiting of any member. Okay. So which form of business organization will be affected by the death of any member? You tell me. 2 minutes you have, you tell me. Look, it is very simple. The sole proprietorship and partnership will be affected by the entering or exiting of any member, but the company, even joint Hindu family will also affected. But company will be not affected by the exiting or admission of any member. So if we want more continuity, we will go for company form of business organization. But if continuity doesn't matter, we can proceed for the less continuity also, then we can go for sole proprietorship, partnership or joint Hindu family business. Number 4 is what? Management ability. अब देखो बेटा, very simple thing is there. In sole proprietorship and partnership, the management abilities are very less. Means the capacity of management is very less. Functional areas are very restricted. Okay, but in company, the experts are there, professionals are there. So their management ability will be very much high. So on the basis of management ability criteria, if we want the experts and professionals management ability, then we must go for company. But if the management ability is not that much important, we can manage it, then we can go for sole proprietorship or partnership. Number 5 is capital. अब देखो, very important. If we want the huge capital requirement, so generally that cannot be fulfilled by sole proprietorship or partnership. Sole proprietorship and partnership is for low capital. So if low capital requirement is there, that can be fulfilled by the sole proprietorship or partnership. But when it is a matter of huge capital, then definitely we have to go for company. Okay. Sixth one is degree of control. Okay. So degree of control is the sixth point. Now you tell me that in which form of business organization more control will be there? Tell me. देखो बेटा, if direct control is needed, so in which form of business organization direct and quick control is there? That is what? Sole proprietorship. But when it is a collectivity control, okay, when it is a control of different mind comes together, then it can be partnership. It can be partnership or company. Okay, because in partnership and company, so many persons are there who collectively take the decisions and controlling the business. So when direct control is there, then it will be sole proprietorship. But when it is a control of partnership or company, when it is a control of so many owners, high control is needed, then it can be go for partnership or company. Okay, number 7 point. Number 7 point is nature of business. Nature of business is all about the risk. In which business more risk is there? In which form of business organization more risk is there? You tell me. देखो, risk is the essential element of business. Everywhere the risk will be. It's depend. Suppose in sole proprietorship, the whole risk have to bear by one person only. In partnership, risk is bear by the other person, but that risk can be covered their personal property also. And in company, the risk will be limited. The risk will not cover your personal property, and although all over the risk is separated, all the risks are divided in the members. Nature of business is totally have a different concept. Nature of business, suppose in that business where personal contact with customer is needed, then definitely it will be sole proprietorship. Then it will be sole proprietorship, where personal contact is needed with the customer. But where the personal contact is not needed, a large manufacturing unit is there where the personal contact doesn't matter, then we can go for company also. So these all are the beta what? These all are the factors to decide to choose the form of business organization, that which form of business organization is suitable for us. The cost of setting the organization, liability, continuity, management ability, capital, degree of control, and nature of business. All that will help us to choose which form of business organization is suitable for us. So here we completed the second chapter. We will discuss 2-3 more case study in the next class also, and we will start the third chapter, public-private partnership and a joint venture and public organization, private organization, government company, departmental undertaking. All this we will discuss in the next third chapter. Okay. So in this particular video, if any problem is there, please ask. Thank you very much.